Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, got a really lovely car to show you today. This is a 2020 on a 70 plate Mazda 3 Sport Lux in the SKYACTIV-X 180 PS petrol engine. It's a 2 litre normally aspirated engine with a really high output of 180 PS and a manual transmission. Now the car's finished in jet black, which is a really lovely colour for a Mazda 3, but particularly so on this model because the SKYACTIV-X higher power engine has these gloss black alloy wheels that you can see, and against the black exterior and the dark interior colour, the car looks absolutely lovely. You'll notice the condition of the car is wonderful. Now we took this car in part exchange against a Mazda CX-5. The customer just needed a slightly higher up car. I think we're having some transport issues and needed a higher up car, and we're delighted to have the car for sale. These don't come to market often. They're incredibly good value. They offer a very high standard specification. This car's a Sport Lux, which means it's kind of the middle of the range specification. But I'd almost refuse to refer to it as that, because the specification on the Mazda 3 from the beginning model, if you like, or the entry-level car, is really comprehensive. And on this car, yeah, it has a fantastic amount of kit. Great value for money. They're incredible to drive. Like I say, 180 PS, which is pretty good for a 2 litre normally aspirated engine. It's a very clever engine technology. It's called SKYACTIV-X, and basically means it's a very high compression spark controlled ignition cycle. It's very clever, and we'll talk you through it in more detail if you come to the dealership. But it just means the car's got a really good amount of power, some very sensible fuel economy if you're on a dual carriageway and a motorway, and yeah, just lovely to drive. As I say, condition of the car is lovely. There's a couple of very small marks on some of the alloy wheels, and being gloss black, there's no hiding it. We're going to have those done. Other than that, the car is beautiful. I'll take you around to the back of the car and I'll talk you through the specification. So, like I say, it's a Sport Lux. That means you have a reversing camera, front and rear parking sensors. You have head-up display in all of them. Laser cruise control or radar-guided cruise control. Massive boot with one of these. Like I say, this is our Mazda's equivalent to something like a Focus or a Golf, but it's an absolutely huge amount of boot space. You have LED headlights on this car, a dark cloth interior. It's something that I am a personal fan of, a black headliner, which looks absolutely lovely. I think it makes the car feel very premium and very high end, and it's a really nice place to be. This is Mazda's sort of newest generation interior, and it's a really lovely place to be. LED interior lights as well, really like that. Looks very smart when you're on the car at night time. You have keyless entry and start. Of course, you have all electric windows, power mirrors, everything you'd expect. Now, if I get in and start the car, you'll notice the centre display there is fully digital. So as I dip the clutch and press the starter button, you're greeted with that lovely Mazda 3 logo, which looks really smart, and that centre display, which in here is all digital. These are analog dials each side, but the actual speedometer there is digital. You're able to convert that to kilometres an hour if you're to take the car across to the continent. And you'll also notice we're in a 30-mile-an-hour speed zone there, so you've got the little 30 registering there, but it also changes this little red line you see here. So if you were to cross into a 40-mile-an-hour zone, you'd see 40 up here, and that little red line would move up to the 40 logo there, and it drags a little red line behind it to show you that you're over the speed limit. That is done from a physical camera, so there's a camera just up here behind the wing mirror, and it's for traffic sign recognition, so it'll see things, you know, if you go past one that says national speed limit and things like that. It's really good, great technology. You've got a 6-speed manual transmission. Car has some incredibly clever technology on the gearbox, effectively like a rev matching facility. So when you change from, say, first to second, it will actually hold the revs in the position that it should be for the next gear, so it doesn't let them drop, and it just makes for seamless changes. And it's a very well weighted, very precise gear stick anyway. So yeah, nice gearbox on the car. You've a climate control air conditioning system here, and that includes heated front seats, you can see, and push button start that I mentioned earlier on, and this multimedia system. Now this has a number of features in it. I can't get the camera to focus very well, sorry, including integrated navigation. I go for reverse. We've got a really nice clear reversing camera with showing you here for front and rear parking sensors and which one is beeping at any given time. As Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. I don't know why I'm struggling to see the writing so well there. A Bluetooth hands-free telephone. If you want to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you do need to be hardwired in via a USB cable, and you can use a whole host of apps from your smartphone through this multimedia screen. It's fully integrated. You can use things like Waze, WhatsApp, Spotify, Amazon Music, all that sort of thing, whilst you know, keeping your eyes on the road and having your phone connected. And if you prefer to use things like Google Maps and Waze, you can use those as well, as long as you've got a sensible data plan on your phone. You've got automatic headlights, some very clever LED headlights on this car, automatic wipers, steering wheel controls for all your stereo and all your trip computer, and that laser guided cruise control there, or Mazda radar cruise control. You might also notice when you get in the car, you have a colour projected head-up display. Very clever. It will actually show you, sorry, the car park's getting a bit busy now, so you can end up seeing everybody parking here, but just as you can see here, there's a little 0 mph logo projected onto the windscreen, and that shows you the speed of the area you're in and the speed that you're doing. We'll also show you things like your satellite navigation instructions. It really is very clever. But the interior is just such a nice place to be. The finish in here is lovely, and like I say, real drivers' cars. Cars covered just over 27,000 miles. You can see there 27,702. And bear in mind it's a 2.5, very nearly 3-year-old car. It's about average mileage for the year. Of course, we have 2 keys for the car. We supply all of our cars with 2 keys. They're the originals that came with the car part exchange. And we supply all of our cars with a minimum of 12 months Mazda warranty. All vehicles are fully prepared for sale before they leave us, as you'd expect, and offered with that 12-month warranty. Although we are a Mazda main dealer, we accept part exchanges from all makes, models, manufacturers, ages and mileages. Very competitive buyers of used cars, so if you are contemplating selling your existing car, do give us a try first, and we'll give you a more than competitive offer for it. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to let us know. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then. Bye.